Now this time, guys, we have the graphing exponential functions. And before we go to the graphing part, let's go ahead and solve first an exponential function just like this one. So here, given this exponential function, all you have to do is to see that n equals -4. All you have to do is to plug in that -4 to n to find the final answer of the function. So for example here, we have -4. So 3/5 times 2 raised to -4. Now, because you have a calculator, you can easily solve for this one by pressing 3 divided by 5. So let me go ahead and use my calculator. So it's 3 divided by 5 times 2 up. You gotta remember, to raise an exponent, you have to press this button and then -4. Okay? And then equals, and then in decimal the answer is 0.0375. In fraction, it is math, enter, press math, and then enter. It is 3 over. There you go. Okay? Now, you are going to apply the same thing here, having -3 times 2 to the 4th power. So pressing -3 times 2 up 4 gives us -48. There you go. So these are the answers. Okay? Now how about, given the function of x equals 1/2 times 3x power. Now to graph this, first you have to press y equals, and then key in 1 divided by 2 times 3 up x. Okay? And then before you graph this first, you have to go to the table by pressing second and then graph. Again, we're talking about calculator Texas Instrument 83 plus. So now we have, using our table here, we have -6 is a really small number, -3 is, we're going to skip -6, -3 is 0, it's 0.01852, and then for 0 we got 0.5, 1, here we got 2, 4.5, and then we got 4, which is 40.5, and so on. Okay? Now to graph this, you have to remember that your x equals 0. Okay? If x is 0 and the function of x, which is actually your y, is going to be your y-intercept. So here, having here as 0, your y is 0.5. This is 0.5 is here. Now this is going to be your slope-intercept. That's going to be your y-intercept. So by pressing the graph, you will now have a graph similar to this. Okay? So the graph is basically going up from left to right. Okay? Passing that 0.5 and so on. Now your y-intercept, what is the y-intercept? Your y-intercept is 0.5. Y-intercept is y equals 0.5. That is your y-intercept. Y equals 0.5. So how about the asymptote? The graph is going down and trying to cross the x, the 0 of y. So you gotta remember, this is 2, 4, so 2, 1, and then 0. So it's going down, but it's never gonna cross the 0 of y. So y equals 0. that is your asymptote. For domain, it goes to the left, it goes to the right, so it's all real numbers. And then for range, it's only going to go up, and it's going to start from the asymptote, which is 0. Its y is greater than 0. So here we go. Y-intercept is here. Asymptote is y equals 0. I guess it's going to try to approach y equals 0 line. Now, how about this one? In this problem, all you have to do is to just press 5 up x, and then go to figure out the y-intercept. You just have to press second and then graph, and it's going to give you the table. The number next to 0 is 1. According here, that's why your y-intercept is 1, or simply y equals 1. Now if you want to see the asymptote, you have to press the graph. And the graph, it looks like this is your 1, 1, 2, blah blah and so on. So it looks like the graph is going down again, and it's trying to approach the 0. So y equals 0. Now the graph is going left and right, all real numbers, and then the range again it's going up, so greater than 0. So what is the direction of the graph? The direction of the graph is going up from left to right. From left going up to the right. Now, given a problem like this, to find asymptote, if you have the calculator, you have to press 3 parentheses 2 parentheses up x and then plus 5. Okay, so you press the graph, and then it looks like the asymptote is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The asymptote is 5. One, two, three. The asymptote is 5. Okay, so basically that is your asymptote. This is where the graph is trying to approach a certain line, which is y is equal to 5. So if you have a graph like this, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The graph is trying to, it could be a graph like this, trying to approach 5. But it will never cross the 5. Let's see. Okay. Next, we have. Okay. Next, we have this one. Okay. So I can say that the y-intercept, the asymptote is 9. That is the asymptote. That's about it. Okay, so we know that, for example, we have this kind of graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For example, we have a graph like this. Okay, we can say now that this is your y, that is your y-intercept, and this line y equals 1 is your asymptote. That is your asymptote. This is your asymptote. The graph is trying to approach that invisible line at y equals 1, and that is your asymptote. Okay, go back to the website, answer the quiz on this test, on this